All right, guys. Hello, and I apologize for that. Welcome to Sci-Fi Vision for July 29th. I got to get our screen back up there. This is what I get for trying to do too many streams too close together. I'm like, we gotta go. I'm like trying to cut off the other stream.
Like I'm saying, we could do one less institute a week, and that would be fine with me.
Yeah, we could. Or yes, I did earlier. I put everybody. Yes, we could do that, but I still need to do it with them. So I don't know. I think maybe we can always maybe move this to 12:30 if it works a little better. If not, we'll just cut off a little bit earlier. I should have ended a little earlier. But anyway, I am sorry about that. But welcome everybody to our Nautilus discussion. Hopefully everybody will know that we started back up and will join us in a few. I'm going to post the link again in chat and tell everybody to join us right now. But so this is the 6th episode, The Big Blue. I'll post it in Discord here. So what did you think of this episode? Here we go.
Gave me a whole different view on fossils. Living fossils.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I know,
living
right?
Starfish fossils, to be exact.
Yeah, it was quite different. I did. I'm laughing. It was funny, but yeah, I did not know. Also, I guess that's like a type of starfish. I guess because they definitely did not look like starfish to me. That's for sure.
Yeah, they look like crabs the first time I watched it. I watched it smaller on my iPad, then I watched it on television, I realized. And also, Humility was kept saying, like, starfish fossil, so...
Yeah, I thought
it's primordial, I think. Like some
yeah,
kind of
I think it was just maybe the starfish family. I don't know. I thought they looked like centipedes or millipedes or something strange like that. But
so you thought they were more Lovecraftian in the depths?
Yeah, maybe.
It was kind of scary.
Yeah, they were. It was really creepy. And I also have to say, I am really surprised that now we don't know for sure, but I'm assuming Benoit's gone. I was surprised that they killed him. I mean, I didn't think they'd kill Humility, but I really didn't expect him to die at all. So that really shocked me there when that happened. Definitely not what I expected. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think he's a goner. I don't think he's coming back.
They lost some crew members.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the guy that I never remember his name. The one that he was interrogating.
Allegedly, we didn't hear a body fall, but I'm assuming.
No, but we saw him get shot, so we're gonna assume.
Well, you didn't see him get shot. You just saw him, and then it went to black, and then you heard a gunshot. That's right, a typical trope.
By Billy. I'm trying to find his name here, and I probably won't.
Odds aren't good.
What is it?
I said the odds aren't good that he survived.
No, the odds definitely aren't good. I do not have. I hate that I cannot remember all their names, and there's a lot of them to get there. But we'll do the best we can. Hi, Jen. Welcome.
His name was Jagadish.
Yeah, Jagadish or something to that effect. I'm gonna write that down so I have it because I don't think I have it with this part, and that way I'll know it when I find it. All right, so we start out where we left off with everybody still hallucinating and being no help until
they're coming off of it because they're getting the cold water.
Yeah, that was my other question to you, and I didn't know if I wasn't remembering something right or I missed something, but the stuff that made them high, why did them getting in the cold water? I don't know if I'm just not remembering what happened. Why did they stop hallucinating after they got away from
because that purple veiny thing they had, whatever that was affected by
that cold. Was what was making
Remember when they went to the freezer and it went away? As soon as they started getting into colder water, it started going away.
Okay, that makes sense. Was it coming from
But you think it come back and they went back down, but
yeah, I know. But was it coming from the eel? Is that what it came from, or did we never find out? That's what I'm trying to remember. Like,
it came from some kind of parasite that the dog brought Archie had on him. Either that or it was spore. I've heard it said as a parasite, and I've also read it as a spore on different reviews.
I see. Well, they did not explain it enough, I feel like. But yes, it might be now that they're in cooler water, but that it suddenly is disappearing. But the point is they're starting to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And they at least are awake enough to know, oh shit, Lily went out to try to save us. We got to go save her.
Mm-hmm.
And
at least the one guy knew.
Sorry, what?
At least the one guy knew, the Morari guy, the guy with the
Kai. Kai remembered that he sent her out.
Yeah, which is good.
Yes, which is very good. Benoit here, he did ask him, what are you doing? Why do you have my stuff? And he's like, I'm just trying to help, which I totally don't trust him yet, Cuff. I still don't trust him. We also see a little bit of the other crew members. I know the woman there, Su Yin, she says that she saw her family, her sons in her dream, but we don't see anything about that other than she says that. And the other ones don't really talk about what they dreamt, so we don't really get to know anything.
Well, yeah, and I think Boniface had like some kind of battle thing going on because they showed his face and then it said like battle sounds and it had like war sounds, so that's probably what.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Off too.
Yeah, but they never actually showed us anything. That was as much as we got.
Show's got a budget, Jamie.
Yeah, no.
They got a budget.
I kind of wish that more of them had talked about what they saw, so we got more of their backstory.
Mm-hmm.
But in the scheme of things, there's such a big ensemble with this cast.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the characters aren't necessarily as important. Like, I hate to say that, but like, we don't know anything about Boniface. I don't know that it matters. We never hear anything. I thought, sorry to take that, but I thought out of all of them, I thought that Benoit was like a main character.
Yeah, I thought so too. Since he's the one that made the Nautilus, I thought he was gonna stick around.
Of all of them, that like Boniface or maybe that Giacomo guy, that maybe they would go just because we don't know anything about him. But nope, that's not the case. So Nemo comes rushing in. He's wants to save her, and he goes out and gets her and brings her back in. And we know she dreamt about her father, but that's all we really know. Mm-hmm. But they bring her in somehow. I don't know how the hell he brought her back, and she's okay. Like I said before, how did they find her in the middle of the ocean? That's a whole other issue. But they brought her back.
It seemed pretty easy.
Yeah, it seemed pretty easy. And she is not, her heart isn't beating. So now, what did he use? Did he use that? Did it have something to do with that gun he made or no? Because that's the part I meant to look and I forgot about. When he shocked her, like clearly he made a defibrillator basically.
Yeah, steampunk defibrillator.
Yeah, but I was wondering if it had anything to do with that gun that was to shock people, because that's what I thought.
Well, he was working with those kind of experimentations, like with shocks and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of winged it.
Somehow,
I guess
making that weapon, he somehow came into the idea of it, I guess. But
you can shock a heart with it.
Yeah, he somehow knows how to shock her heart and makes a guess, and she comes back. There we go. But
and she can't wait to go back to the.
Yeah, she wants to go right back out. I know.
Can't wait. I would probably have second thoughts, but.
Yeah, I know. She's too eager to go in the water again. But he does appreciate that she saved them, so at least he sees it. And I think that I like that they seem to be upping the ship in the episode. I feel like they're, I don't know, more. They're not really doing anything. They're not really flirting or anything. But I just feel like they're getting closer and they like each other. And yeah, I like it at any rate. I don't know. I enjoy it. Then on the Dreadnought here, they're trying to still get Jagadish or whatever his name is to talk. and to tell why where the Nautilus is headed and why. And he has not told them anything yet. But there's this whole discussion. This scene to me was kind of dumb, and I don't know. It wasn't really, I guess, important, but Crawley is trying.
Kind of dumb and racist.
Yeah, that too. That too. It was racist. This guy Pitt, who
all you have to do is just read a few things about Indians, and then you just know all about them. They're that simple.
He thinks he knows all these languages, that he can speak to the Indians, and he can make Jagadish talk. And I'm sure, to begin with, Jagadish does not speak all these different languages that he seems to think he needs to know. But he thinks he knows everything, and he's like, oh, I can make him talk. And, he's just bragging.
And he also speaks English.
Yeah, we don't even. Yeah, you're right. He probably doesn't. We don't even know. He knows nothing about the guy, and thinks that he can get him to talk because he thinks that he's well, learned, and that he knows all these languages, which you're right, he probably doesn't. And he's just showing off, and they're like, he might have a point, and they're like, you don't even know what your point is. So yeah. So Crawley is kind of like, well, this isn't working. So he is going to do it himself. There's Billy. Because Billy has not, it's not worked out yet for Billy. He has not been able to get him to talk yet. But Billy goes and follows Crawley out. Here, wait, I have a picture of it somewhere. He goes in the hallway there. Whoa, I lost where I was. He goes to talk to him, and he starts questioning, like, I forget exactly what he says, but there is a comment out before this where Pitt says that he knows that the Nautilus was to try to upset the Chinese market or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And here, Billy is, I don't remember exactly what Billy's saying here, but he knows that he kind of knows what's going on with Crawley, and he's asking, like, why do you need to know why the Nautilus is going here now, or like, why is this area important or whatever. And he's like, you shouldn't be questioning me if you're a gentleman, because I'm not your, I'm your superior. You shouldn't be doing that. And they kind of argue, but he basically is like, I will still let you do your job and still let you interrogate him, because I know that you want to kill Nemo, so therefore I can trust you, and that's why. And we don't really know 100% why he wants to kill Nemo,
or if he even does.
Or
if he even does.
If he even does, I kind of question that too, because I'm not sure him getting him kicked out of school was a reason to want to murder him. But
that's pretty extreme.
I mean, that's what he said before. But he's telling, at any rate, he is telling Crawley that he wants to kill Nemo, and that is why this guy is trusting him. And he maybe shouldn't. I don't know. I still think it's going to end up that Billy's going to save Nemo somehow.
Yeah, or vice versa.
That's just kind of my own personal opinion. I have no clue.
Buddies.
Sorry, I'm having like a hard time hearing you. I keep saying sorry, I can't. Hold on, let me try.
Okay.
Let me try turning up my speaker.
I mean, I have mine turned all the way up, so.
Yeah, it might just be mine got knocked down.
Yeah, let me check, make sure that's true. Sometimes the iPad likes to go all the way to 0 when I come into StreamYard.
Well, you also tend to talk really low too sometimes, so you're quiet compared to me. I know I talk really loud, so I just want to make sure I'm hearing what you're saying. God, I will tell you, something is killing my allergies, though. My eyes are like burning and watering as I'm talking.
Well, in Michigan, they had alerts that from Canadian wildfires, and their air qualities kind of suck.
Yeah, we had a lot of warnings for heat and the air qualities, and of course I'm dumb and I still swim even with the shit quality air. But I'm kind of regretting it now, because right now
I probably would too.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but I'm like, my eyes are like really, I don't know, bothering me right now. They weren't until now, so I don't know what it is. Probably the air conditioner running doesn't help. So at dinner, Humility talks about when she was down at the bottom of the water, she saw an ark that was man-made. And Gustav Benoit there, Sorry, this clip says Gusto. Benoit thinks automatically that this is Atlantis because he had found that map, we know, in the other episode about Atlantis, and that's where he wants to go. And we find out later that that is actually why, I guess, he built the Nautilus, because Cuff asked him something like, is this really why you built it? So that was, I guess, his plan all along, was to try to get Nemo to go to Atlantis. So he has been, I guess, sort of shifting their location to go that direction without telling Nemo. And that's why Nemo isn't too happy. And he's like, please, please, we have to go here. This is so important to me. And, you know, Humility says that it's important too. And it's, you know, important scientific achievement and all this. But he does know that he's been kind of, you know, aiming them that way, even though he wasn't supposed to. So he's not happy. But then he yells at him for what happened before with, you know, losing the power. And she's like, no, that was me. She finally admits that she did it. And being that she just saved all their lives, he's, I guess, willing to forgive her. He's like, we'll talk about that later. But at least he's not blaming Benoit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's trying to talk him into it. He's like, we can just go, and you know, it's worth seeing. You're wanting to go to this other place and get, you know, gold or whatever. You might find something here. So they're both doing their best to convince him. And he shows them the map. And then we go to Billy again. And he is talking to Jagadish here. And he has not gotten anything from him. But he tells him that he has this census. And it's clear that I'm saying it's clear, but I guess it's not. I think that, you know, maybe Crawley told him to do this. Either way, he doesn't like doing it. You can tell that he doesn't. But he says that he has this census that tells about his family. And he's like basically saying, if you don't tell me what I want to know, Crawley is going to go after your family. And I don't want this to happen. And he says, you know, if you tell me, I will burn this paper and he will never find them. And I'm surprised that the other guard doesn't say anything and lets him do it. But he, he's like, I just need to know, and then I'll burn it and he won't ever find it. And he at first refuses. But then I guess eventually he cares more about his family, thankfully. So he says that the Nautilus is headed for the Pillars of Halvar, which is where Nemo is trying to find that gold, that treasure, whatever that's on that body, that queen. And so it works, and he does burn it. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I believed what he said, but I didn't know if he would necessarily burn it, because I thought maybe the other guard would say something. But I guess they were all like, if you do what we want,
they all equally hate Crawley.
I guess so, yeah, because
they just don't care about him.
Yeah. Well, this guy, Billy, clearly does not want to hurt people, or at least he doesn't seem to. He knows that he has to, or Crawley's going to kill him, but he at least is like, don't make us hurt your family. But he does burn the paper in the end. And then he gives the guard like a nod to kill Jagadish, and he walks out, and we hear a gunshot. So you're right with what you said earlier. We don't really know he's dead. I mean,
in a swift move, he takes the gun from the guard and shoots the guard, and we don't see it.
That would be cool. That would be cool if he could.
He's a badass.
I tend to think that he's dead just because.
Oh, probably. But I mean, it keeps you up to the imagination when they don't show it.
Yes. But also because of the fact they killed Benoit, or we think they killed Benoit, which I did not expect to happen. It makes me think they're not. Yeah, they're
high stakes.
High stakes. And I don't know, because for whatever reason, I just thought like this seemed like, it's not that there weren't, you know, crazy things that happened and there wasn't danger, but I just really didn't expect them to kill part of the crew for whatever reason. And then like once they did, I'm like, okay, now all bets are off.
Yeah, especially two in one episode.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is, and definitely was not expected. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. I mean, if you don't see him die, you don't see a body. Maybe there is no body. Maybe they're doing something to go against Crawley. I don't know. I tend to think he's probably dead. But yeah, we'll have
most likely.
We'll have to wait and see. But meanwhile, Nemo is still talking to Benoit, who's still trying to get him to go to Atlantis, and he's like, let's just take a small crew. And he eventually agrees that they can go, but only I think he says 1 day or something. I forget exactly what he says, but they're not going to go they're only going to take a small crew, and they're going to go right now, and they will see what's down there. And he also takes Cuff, which he's not happy about because he doesn't trust him, but he's like, well, he's a soldier. We need a soldier. So yeah, he's going. I'm giving you what you want, so shut up. Basically the way I look at it. But Humility does ask, whoops, we're too far. Humility does ask Nemo, and I don't know if this is in this scene or not, but she does ask him about what happened with his family, because she said about the name that he said while he was out of it. And that she knows now that he was there when his family died, and yeah.
Well, he wasn't there. He was in Oxford finishing up his studies.
No, but when he came back, I mean, they died when he was back, I guess. I don't know. That's what's a little confusing.
Yeah, it is confusing.
Because it sounds like they're saying the people told him his family was dead so that he would react badly and they'd send him to prison. But yet they keep showing a flashback of him seeing his family being there, burning or whatever. So
yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
because
I'm not sure.
I kind of wonder if he didn't actually say it, if maybe it'll end up they're not dead, but that would kind of ruin the love story between the two of them. So
it just shows up.
So hopefully not.
And they make out, and they're having a good time, and then the wife comes with the child.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh.
But we'll leave the wife there. But
then her fiance also shows up in the same episode.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
Yeah.
But at any rate, he does tell her, so he's getting closer to her and trusting her a bit more, and they decide to go. And again, I agree with you. I'm not sure why she would want to go in the water. And that was him burning the paper. They had it in two different. That's again about them splitting scenes. Makes it hard to take pictures. But yeah, we think he's dead. So here's where they're going to go in the water. And they go back into that chamber where they fill it with water so they can go out. And Benoit is very excited, clearly. I don't know if he's ever been out in the diving suit before, but he is excited. And there they are. That's a great picture. I like that. They are standing on sort of the edge of a cliff, I'd say, a little bit. And one of them, I can't tell who's who, knocks a rock off, almost trips. And they're pulled back. And then when the rock falls, it glows green and it lights up what we are to assume is Atlantis. All these rocks. And it's got this, there they are watching it. These hexagonal pillars, I guess I'd call them. It's made out of. And, hey, Doc, thanks for dropping by. And they find a stairway into they have to go up into this place. They let it pull them up into it, and there's sort of an air pocket, I guess I call it. It's like a cave where they can breathe.
That's pretty cool.
It is. I don't know how the heck that happens underwater, but I do think it's really cool. But they know that they guess that there's oxygen because there's no water. And they take their diving helmets off, and suddenly they can breathe in this area, which is pretty cool. And this is where Humility is excited over the type of power that must have made this place. But Cuff is yeah, but so it had to be something even worse that destroyed it because nobody's here. It's been abandoned. So yeah, they're not being super careful, I guess. Tales of Mystery. Interesting. I'm not sure what that is, but interesting. Sorry, my eyes are killing me.
Tales of Mystery and Imagination by the Alan Parsons Project.
Yes, I do not know what that is.
It's a band.
It's a band. Okay. Well, I hope you're enjoying it.
That's cool.
That's cool. I hope you're enjoying it, Doc. Um, so yeah, they are not being very careful, and they are going to investigate and split up because everybody always splits up in shows like this because why not? Then they're all in danger, right?
Yep. Yeah, indeed.
That is what always happens. So while Benoit and Nemo, they find, well, Benoit thinks they're hieroglyphics. Nemo thinks they're scratches on the rock. So I guess they
What
agree.
a naysayer, that
Yeah,
Nemo.
what a nature. So he thinks it's something important. I'm not sure where exactly Nemo went at this point because I know that Benoit ends up kind of floating off by his own into like this little
Yeah.
room trying to investigate other things, but I guess they split up at some point too. Because he
Yeah,
does
and I
end
have
up
a question. Why don't they
separated.
just bring little bags and things? They don't bring a bag to put like a rock or something in, or have a pocket.
You would think they would.
If they
Um,
found something
they,
down there, they could take it back with them without a
I
big
agree.
problem.
They have lanterns and glow sticks and one stun gun, I think, and that's like the extent of it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Humility is with Cuff, and this is where she finds fossils of this thing, which again I don't know why she calls it a starfish. To me, it looks like a millipede, but I guess
Maybe it
it's a
looks
member.
Lovecraftian. It looks Cthulhu-ish.
It does. But she sees the fossil and I think she's drawing it, isn't she? It looked like she was trying to draw it. But she's talking to Cuff about it and, how great this is to have found a fossil. And he's talking to her about paleontology. She's saying that like it was a hobby. And she asks about his hobbies. And he's like, you don't have time as a soldier. So yeah, they're trying to
Had a
bond, I
rough
guess.
life. Not like
Yeah,
you.
yes, he had a bit of rough life. There's them looking at the hieroglyphics. I guess I did have a picture of that. So there she is.
But not
She's right.
hieroglyphics. Do you think they look like hieroglyphics?
No, I thought it looked like some kind of curved lines. Not what I know of
No.
hieroglyphics, but I
Sanskrit?
mean, I guess it would depend.
Atlantean.
I was gonna say, I don't think they're. When I think of hieroglyphics, I think of like Egyptian, and I'm sure they weren't
Mhm.
Egyptian in the middle of Atlantis. So, truthfully though, we don't really know this is Atlantis. This is just a place they found this. We
Yeah,
don't
it's
actually.
like they're just
They
gonna
may
call it
get to
Atlantis.
Atlantis yet. We don't know. But yeah, she's talking to him as I don't know whether she's drawing or taking notes, but she's writing down about the fossils and everything, getting info. And then there's like this noise, and he's choking because one of those millipede / starfish things are strangling him. And she's like, wait, I'll help you. And she goes over, I don't know if it's before this. It's so hard to tell
Those
because
look
there's so
kind of
much.
gross, like a millipede. They were something different, right?
I don't know. I think they were the
Deep
same
sea
thing.
millipede. Well,
I
they were
don't know.
kind of like brownish, and the other ones are kind of like a beige tannish.
Well, the one was a fossil, so it was not going to look the same.
No,
I
I
don't
meant the
know.
ones that are moving around, attacking people.
I thought they were all the same thing. To me, they all looked like weird millipede things. I don't know.
Where my take was, okay, there's these weird, huge millipedes, some of these weird crab-like things, and then some sharks. You should get out of there. Let's get out of
Yeah,
there.
that is definitely, you should definitely get out of there. I would agree.
It's
She
perilous.
tells him to stay still, and she does cut them off his neck. I thought at first maybe she was gonna cut.
Yeah, I know. Like, I they're like, whoopsies.
We don't like him. That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Just leave him down here. It's good.
Yeah, but she does get it off of him. But the thing that I noticed though is that when she's doing this, when she cuts her hand, right? She accidentally cuts it with the knife.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how these diving suits work, but I guess they're like in pieces that getting your hand cut doesn't break the seal of the suit. Because she's still later able to use it as a diving suit. But it looks like, I guess, these kind of things, it's not like an astronaut's thing or whatever that's all one piece, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe
But
it's just the helmet itself, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because this is like such an old style thing, like it's not really only the helmet sealed. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Because either way, she split the glove and her hand is bleeding, and she's still able to breathe underwater regardless.
Well, I think that was the
I'm
whole
not,
plot point. So there would be blood in the water. So it brings
yes,
sharks and things.
yes, no. I just wondered that it wouldn't affect her diving suit, but like I said, these aren't like high tech nowadays diving suits. Probably doesn't make a difference. But
Probably also fantasy. So I'll allow it.
yes, I'll allow it too. Um, but anyway, I lost where I was.
I mean, I
So
could
they
look
start.
up. I have a book on Jules Verne that explains diving suits and like since like the 1700s.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think
Yeah,
their
there's
glove. It
been
looks like
like
gloves
these
are
bell
separate.
suits that they had in the late 1700s that they used to do for short journeys underwater. It seemed really interesting. I didn't know that
Yeah,
that was so old. You know.
yeah, and I think usually when they use these suits, they're like going to the floor of the ocean because they're like weighted. Like they show at
Hmm.
one point they take the weights off to float up. Although how they got back down, I'd like to know, but I'll ignore that. Because they couldn't have swum back.
Technicalities.
Yeah, technicalities. No, I don't think. I guess my point is they're in the water. It's not like they're in outer space that if they have a slit in the suit, they can't
Yeah.
breathe. Which I
Hmm.
guess is what I was thinking. Hi, Lori. Welcome. Um, yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. Like, wouldn't it affect the suit? But I guess it really wouldn't. You're in the water, and even if you get wet
Well,
underneath,
right
it
now
doesn't
she
matter.
really isn't, so I guess it didn't really matter. It's just a short time when they have to get back to the Nautilus.
Yeah, well, but she is in the water with it. But I mean, again, it's water. It's not like atmosphere, so it's fine.
She has
Um,
experience holding her breath from last time.
yeah, she might be. That's a good point. But all these, I see. I thought, like, I found this whole thing very hard to see when I was watching
Yeah,
it. Because it's all
yeah.
dark. They're all in suits. It was hard to tell what the hell was going on.
Hmm.
But there's a lot more of these millipede type things that start attacking them, and they're like, "We need to go." And I got
Yeah,
confused where I got confused with this guy, this Giacomo. I got
yeah,
confused where he was because whenever they were fixing Nemo's suit so he could breathe and they like plugged it in to take the water out in a little bit
hmm.
here, it looked like it was him. So I was very confused. But
Oh, he was the
anyway,
one that was carrying Nemo, wasn't he? Later.
that's why I wasn't sure. It was hard to follow, I thought. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think he was the one carrying Nemo.
Yeah, he might have been. He's a big guy, he probably was him or Kai, but I don't think Kai was down there.
Mm-mm.
Thanks, Lori, and I'm glad you enjoy my crazy octopus. That's my dancing octopus. I don't know. I know it was silly, but I liked it
It's
when
the
I made it.
mascot. It's the mascot of our
It is
show.
kind of hypnotizing though. Like I keep watching it and I'm like, it's probably annoying people, but I don't know. Nobody's complained. So um, but anyway, all those millipede things come out and they're like, we have to go. But meanwhile, Benoit here has found, is that supposed to be gold? I thought it was gold, but it's like glowing.
I think he just found like probably what he thought was a new mineral or something he could put his name on. You know, like Einsteinium or whatever.
Yeah, something, but it's
You know, he
glowing, whatever.
discovered a rock that hasn't been discovered before, Atlantium, perhaps. You
Yeah,
know,
Atlantis.
put a name
Okay.
on it, be able to name it. You know, go down in glory.
Yeah, either way, he was excited about it. But I thought at first it was supposed to be gold, but it's not, I don't think, because it's not glowing later. And they're like, we have to go. And he's like already, in there. And Nemo, okay, so Nemo tells them they have to all go back to the Nautilus. And I remember that Humility's like, I'm not leaving Benoit, I'm not leaving you. And he says something to her like, um, I need somebody to run the Nautilus. So I guess he's saying like if somebody dies, I at least need somebody there I trust to take care of it so they can get these people out of here. Which kind of surprised me. Like I would think he would have said that to like Kai or Giacomo, like not her who he doesn't know. And granted, she's an engineer, but that I like that. He clearly doesn't want anything to happen to her and he trusts her. And yeah, it got her to leave too, is the other point. So it may have just been he said it to get her to leave too. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting. But he does go back for Benoit there. You know, I have a 3D model set of these hex pillars that look a lot like that.
Oh, really?
That are like in Dastia. That'd be cool. I ought to try to render. I might render them before. But anyway, he goes back for Benoit. He's like, stay in the light. There you can see all those. See, those do not look like the millipede things. You're right. Those look more like crab things. So I don't know. But the what do you call it? The flares, whatever they are, they go out. Mm-hmm. And I guess only those bright flares were enough to keep them away because they were putting them like in a circle around the area. Mm-hmm. And only his because like you can see his lantern's lit, but apparently that's not enough light. Mm-hmm. And they all start swarming up and grabbing Benoit.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I felt like they were Lovecraftian, because if you have bright light, usually in Lovecraftian things, you're playing Lovecraftian games, then, they scatter into the darkness.
Yeah, well, it's not, I mean, it's Jules Verne, it could be. But
creatures of the depths.
Yeah. But there's no way for him to save him, and he's like, take this and go.
He's the rock.
He gives him his rock.
I bet you that rock is something.
Oh, I'm sure it is. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going really fast, but I don't have a really long recap. But he gives it to him, and he's like, take this and let me go and save yourself, is, basically that kind of thing. And then Nemo gets thrown backwards, and this is where his diving helmet gets knocked open. Mm-hmm. Or, I don't know, water gets knocked in. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I guess the hose came off the back. It wasn't super, super clear. But his helmet gets hit, and there's water coming in his suit. And
yeah, actually, I'd probably do some investigation on these suits and see exactly how they're made.
Yeah, it would be nice to know a little bit. But I do think that's what it seemed like to me, like the hose of the oxygen or whatever came off. I don't know. It was the tube that took out the water. Who knows? But meanwhile, they are trying to leave. They haven't left yet. And Humility, who has a slice on her palm.
You didn't get a picture of the guy being carted away with all the little crab starfish things?
That is, but I don't know if you can see them. It's
where?
Really dark. They're all over
I mean a picture of them going zombie like World War Z on them and taking them off.
Oh, well, that's them pulling them. That's like his arms and stuff.
I mean, that was horrific that they just grabbed him and just took him into the darkness.
It was very, very creepy. And he didn't want to leave him there, but he didn't really have a choice. And then he has like no oxygen. So he's like going to die from having no oxygen. Because I know at this point, I'm like, how is he going to get out of there? Can he somehow? I wondered if like maybe he would grab Benoit's helmet because he didn't use it. Like that he'd find it when they went back to that room and switch. I didn't know.
Yeah, this character is the only one that really has plot armor.
Yeah, him and her, yeah. But she has a cut on her hand, and this is where the shark starts circling them, and
the blood in the water.
I apparently do not get enough pictures in between here, but let me see if I can get some. But oh, that was a cool picture. So there's a shark somewhere. Sorry, oh yes. Sorry.
Imagine some sharks.
I gotta stop doing these shows this late at night because I can't.
Then you're like, let's do it at 12:30.
No, I know. No, it's just because I yawn the whole time.
Imagine some sharks.
Yeah.
Imagine this lady. Imagine some sharks swimming around this lady.
I took a picture. I'm trying to refresh it, but it's not refreshing. Refresh, you idiot. Okay, there's the shark. I took a shark. So yeah, the blood in the water has drawn the sharks, and they're going to get killed too. And there's he's being pulled away there. That was back there. That was why I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So somebody, I thought Giacomo, he shoots it with that stun gun thing that Benoit had made before, that he said because he didn't want to kill the sea creatures.
Hmm.
And he stuns it, and it like very easily gets shocked and goes away. That was a little too easy. Did you think? I felt like that whole shark attack was like way too
I don't know.
way
They're
too
pretty
big.
small. They were pretty small sharks. They probably just were like, nah, go on, try to find food somewhere else.
I guess, but I think it could have been a little more exciting if they had made it a little more dangerous there.
Like the shark was gnawing on her arm or something.
No, but they didn't chase him. Okay, I'll go away.
No, 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 no.
It only lasted like all.
She's
like,
smashing the shark against the rocks.
Yeah, well, it didn't last.
It's on
very
her
long.
shoulder.
Yeah. But this is where, like we said, Giacomo, I don't know. I thought he reattached the hose because it looked like the water started coming back out of the helmet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably.
But
you're probably right.
yeah,
It happens really fast. There's a lot of edits.
it does.
It's
And he's
quick.
like ready to pass out because he's probably swallowed water. Everything else can't breathe.
Yeah.
And he does help carry him out of there. Now, they must have grabbed Benoit's helmet at some point because later they put it on that mantle, like to represent the two dead people, I assume. That was how I took it. Somewhere they grabbed the helmet. But yeah, he rescued him, and he can breathe now, and all is well, I guess. Except he does have that stone that Benoit gave him, and he does have to tell them that he's dead, because she knows he went back for him, and he did. He tried everything, and he couldn't save him. So unfortunately, he is gone. And unless those starfish / crab / centipede looking things pulled him down into the real Atlantis, and they're down there singing and dancing.
Now he's the king of Atlantis. They go back a couple episodes, and now he's running Atlantis. Yeah.
Yeah,
Always a possibility.
I do not think he's coming back.
Or he's king of the starfish crab people.
Maybe we can hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
He does have the stone though.
Yeah, does that glow at all? Because I didn't know if it was raised
later when he's holding it. It glows a little bit orange.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. I wasn't just imagining it glow because I wanted it to glow.
When he holds it later, it seems to glow a little bit.
Okay.
So back on the Dreadnought, Crawley is happy because he found out what he needed to know. And Punch, that guy with the letter there, he comes in and he has a summons from, I'm getting this part for recap because I don't know who this is, Lord Horatio Parmore.
I like the fact that he just said it fell out of the envelope.
Yeah, it's like, you opened it because this guy's totally drunk, and he's like, it fell out. Yeah,
it just fell out.
And the guy that brought it even said, like, this got to go directly to him. And he's like, nope, I'll take it. But yeah, this Lord, whoever he is, has summoned him, and there's this. But Billy says something like, maybe it's a good thing, but I didn't mean to take that. But I'm guessing it's because they know the Nautilus is, in play, and he doesn't want them to know that. He doesn't seem to think that it's a good thing, but we don't really see much because he leaves to go answer the call from this guy, who we still don't know who he is, Parmore, whoever he is. But yeah, Billy's like, oh, it could be good news. Doesn't seem like good news. And that's Punch there when he calls him in, and there's Crawley leaving.
In the best weather situation.
Yeah, it's surprising they take him then when it's like storming really bad, right?
Business is business.
True. Okay, so then Billy and Youngblood. I thought he had a different
Youngblood?
what his first name is. Yeah, I forget. I thought he had a first name, but anyway, I'm sure he does. But I mean, I think
he's just Youngblood.
Yeah. They are trying still to find out, where the ship is, and they're looking at the map. There's the ship there. Oh, I guess I don't have a picture of them looking at the map, but they're looking at the map and they're trying to figure out like how it makes any sense that he's going to end up at those, what was it, Hangbar or something, that tomb that they were headed to. And they think from what it shows that he's going to cut through the Arctic to Halvar, sorry. But it's never happened before. Nobody's ever made it and survived. So they're like, is he really doing that? Of course he's doing that. He's Nemo, right?
And we have some adventure, some more adventure in the ice.
Right. We want to have adventure.
I mean, I saw the episode teaser for next week.
I have not. So you've seen more than I have at this point.
They're like playing cricket on the ice. It's real strange.
Okay, that sounds interesting. No, that sounds kind of cool, but I'm not
Icy adventures.
Yes, that does sound adventurous, that's for sure. So Kai they're kind of like they're honoring him, I guess, honoring Benoit.
Like he's singing. He's singing in his honor.
He's giving them something to drink. They're just kind of like honoring him. And that's why I said I don't have a picture of it, but Giacomo puts the helmet on the mantle, and I'm assuming one is for Jagadish and one is for him.
How do they know he's dead, though?
Well, I think they're assuming that he must be dead. Since I'm saying that just because there's two helmets. I mean, I don't know. But she takes his whatever we'll call it, lab coat. That's what I was trying to say, lab coat. And then she goes down and she's talking to Nemo. And Nemo is upset because he says that he should not have let them go. And she says, he wanted to go. I mean, it was clearly, Benoit's idea. But he said he shouldn't let him go because then he'd be alive. And she's like, he would have hated you for stopping him. And he's like, yeah, but at least he'd be alive. But she's saying, but I talked him into believing it was good. I talked him into believing it was Atlantis. So she's kind of blaming herself a bit too.
They all feel guilty for his stuff.
They all feel guilty, yeah. And he tells her not to. And then this is where he's listening to a conversation she had with Benoit. I don't know why it was recorded.
Well, I think he was just playing the guy's voice, just talking science stuff at first, just for nostalgia.
Right. And
then there was a blank space in between, which was kind of weird before the other conversation started.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why was Benoit still recording their private conversation? But I don't know. But
probably forgot to turn it off.
I guess so. But Humility is complaining about Nemo and how pompous he is and everything, and she kind of wants him to end it, but he doesn't. I thought it was cute because she's clearly knows him now. She didn't know him now, and it's just one of those things where she's like, he's this and he's this and he did. It's like you clearly have a crush on this guy. Yeah, so that's
it seemed like Nemo himself went through a lot of the emotions and feels because it was almost like jokey, and then it was almost like, okay.
Yeah, a little much. It's a little bit too much complaining, but no, I don't think he's mad over it.
Yeah, I thought he just thought it was funny at first.
Yeah, he did seem to think that. And there he is looking out the window, and that is where you can see the rock is glowing a little bit of orange, just a little bit. Yeah.
Because it's a special Atlantean rock.
Yes, special Atlantean rock.
Which they'll name after Benoit.
Yeah, probably.
Benoitium.
Benoitium. Yeah,
it's magical.
You never know. I don't know if I can. I was trying to see if maybe I can share Discord screen when we're done with this.
But this didn't cliffhang at the end.
It did. What'd you say? It didn't cliffhang.
It didn't cliffhang.
Yeah, usually it does. It's surprising that it didn't.
Probably because they killed off 2 crew members. They were like, no,
that's a good point.
That's probably enough. We don't need
we don't need it. We don't need another
again.
We don't need no stinking cliffhanger. No, you're probably right. That's a good point. So, what else? I'm sorry, that was really fast. Do we have anything else? Do you have anything else to add about the episode?
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to try to do, that little steampunk corner at the end.
Yeah, I saw that.
with your man in there, with Lucifer in there.
Yeah, I know. You told me he's in there.
I got some good pictures of him. I thought maybe that would
Oh,
tempt
that's
you to
cool.
actually watch some.
Well, that's why I was gonna see if. Whoops! I was gonna see if I can figure out how to do. Oh, if I can get it to move. If I can share Discord probably and do the picture that way. I might be able to. We'll try it. But first, is there anything else about Nautilus before we move on to other related steampunk things?
So what do you think? Okay, this rock is going to have something to do with the plot.
Probably.
You think Lottie's and the other guy are gonna still be a couple? It seems that way. They're
Yes,
kind of a
it
little
does.
flirty.
It does.
Nemo and Amelia get over themselves and probably end up making out soon.
Probably. I kind of wonder though, is it possible that this place they found was like not actually Atlantis and was just like the entry or something? And like this rock will somehow lead them to Atlantis. That would be cool. Probably not what's going to happen, but it would be cool.
It'd be interesting if it like lit up like
yeah.
The king of Atlantis comes.
Well, those rocks lit up green when they knocked a rock down, and now this rock's lit orange. I feel like it's got to have something, like maybe it leads them to the real Atlantis or something. Like maybe that was a trap and that wasn't really Atlantis. I don't know.
The faux Atlantis.
The faux Atlantis. Hey, you never know. But yeah, and obviously the other storyline is they're going to continue to track them. I do think in the end that Billy is going to end up saving Nemo. I don't know whether he's lying to them and he doesn't want to kill Nemo or he'll just decide not to kill him. But I think in the end, it's going to be him that causes them to not kill him. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat have any comments on the show? If not, I can see if I can get it to share. Let me see if it'll do it. Your pictures that you sent me. Let me see.
I took the letterbox ones like you like.
I know. I think.
They're not off my TV.
Why should you black? Yeah. Let me see if I can. Oh, this is. I just realized now what that is. That's your iPad. It's the arrows on your iPad.
It might be the arrows in Discord too, though.
It is. I thought it was the arrows on your iPad. I just realized it's the arrows on Discord.
I keep my background black as night.
I'm not sure if they're all the same ratio or not, so I'll just leave it like that and they can see the arrows while you're talking about it. Okay, so you found out about this show.
Yeah, like last week I found out about this show. After I get stuff like Steampunk Explorer and I run around the steampunk scene, didn't even know this was a thing. And it came out on Hulu last week on like the 23rd.
I had heard of it, but I didn't realize what it was until I happened to see like a picture of it or something. But I hadn't had time to investigate it. I think it's supposed to be good, but that's about all I know beyond that. But yeah, for people who like steampunk, maybe they will want to see it. So I know you took some picture of it. Oh, is that him there?
Yeah.
Weird without facial hair, man.
Oh, that's the one I took another one of because it has a pause button right where his chest is.
Oh, okay. You know what though? The thing is, that guy the kid looks like the one from Nautilus, doesn't he?
Oh, like Blaster?
Yeah, he kind of looks like Blaster. It's hard to tell. You can't really see his face.
Well, there's some other pictures of the characters.
I don't know. I thought that. And then
so basically what Western Black is about, it's set in like 1837 in Halifax, Canada. So it's a book that was written by a woman whose name I would probably destroy if I look her up.
You there?
Like her name is, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I thought you dropped off.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Her name, Fandango. You won't get that. Her name is Esi, E-S-I, Edugin. which is Edugyan. And she wrote this book in 2018, and she won a bunch of awards for it in Canada. And it's been up for like some major awards.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what are the pictures of that I'm showing? Because I don't know what I'm showing other than just to click next. Or did you just take
So there's two
pictures?
children in this There's still two children in this pilot. There's James and there's George Washington Black. And they're both kids that want to be inventors.
Okay.
And,
I don't know if I'm going forward. I'm just like guessing.
Well, I didn't know where you were going to use them. So, but I guess I could just explain some of them. I was just going to show the pictures as a teaser to people if they were interested.
Okay.
This is James. And he's okay.
Sorry, I clicked it and didn't even mean to click it. Okay. That's James.
Yeah, and this woman has just come there, and he thought that she was a servant, and she's not because she's a mixed race,
Okay.
and which I find interesting. And her father's I think British, and they came there to do business. But it's love at first sight for these two lovebirds, and I like it because they really play up the romance. Like they're just really into each other.
Okay,
so
cool.
I appreciate that.
Have you watched any of it, or you just?
I watched the pilot, but what's weird about it is that I could only have access to episode 1 and then episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8.
That's strange.
Well, see, but this shot reminds me of Nautilus because James is talking about this lionfish, and the other guy's talking about, like, I went into the ocean and I got this fish and I killed this fish so I could have a sample of it. And he's like, well, fish should be observed in the water where they are free when they're, basically being their best fish, their best self. And and it reminded me of Captain Nemo. Like, this guy also wants, not to kill wildlife, to see how it lives and to observe it in its natural environment, instead of taking out of its natural environment and putting it in glass. Yeah. Like this lionfish.
That kind of ruined it, putting it in glass like that.
So that's the kind of vibe. And this kid, George, he can draw really well. He drew those butterflies, and he looks at his mother and then can instantly just draw a picture of her in the sand. And he's like, oh, you always be with me, because the Lucifer guy, I can't remember the actor's name, decides that he wants to take him on an adventure with him in a flying machine.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. See, I didn't realize this was his new show. I don't know. I'm dumb. I should have known that. But he looks very different without facial hair. I don't know.
Oh, he had facial hair in Lucifer?
Well, he didn't have a lot of facial hair, but he had like a light beard, and he just, without any, he looks so different.
Oh, just a little bit of like a 5 o'clock shadow or something?
Yeah, kind of. You'd have to look at the pictures, because because I know in some of the promo photos from the very beginning of Lucifer, he was clean shaven and it didn't look like him, and that I think was why. He usually always has something. But
his character is an inventor. I mean, they're all inventors. That's why I like the vibe of the show. Like, the one kid has made a model of an airship and is putting it on a cord. And then the other kid knows how to draw, draws the mechanics of a butterfly. He can fix things pretty easy. This is a picture of the one girl that the one guy has a crush on, and it's her childhood with her mother, which is it's really interesting flashbacks, and then one of her funeral, because moms always die in these shows, I guess.
I guess so. That's true.
It's a Disney thing. Well, there's the airship.
What's his face in it? I can't think of his name now. Guy from Paradise, but I can't think of his name. Anyway, but that's cool.
Yeah, they might have people I know in here, and who knows if there's a person from in here, because it's kind of been filmed in Halifax, which is really close to where
that's
they were
what I was
filmed.
thinking. Yeah, so it could be. I think that was the last picture, because that looped background. That's cool. It sounds good. Like I said,
there was a cute picture of him, Lucifer, somewhere in there that I just took for you, where he's dumping water into a thing.
Hold on. Oh, okay, I see. I was gonna say you had a.
Yeah, that's the funeral of her mom. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Like these images are just really beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's James, and I think that's his mother, if I'm not mistaken. You learned a lot of characters real quick. There's a lot of characters. And then this is more of the romance because these crazy kids keep meeting up.
Yeah, there's Tom.
And he's working on the machine, and George helps him with that.
That's cool. There's a good picture.
See, there's that picture. I thought that picture would get you to watch.
So weird to me. Clean. I don't know. To me, he just looks so different, clean shaven. It's just like it doesn't look like him, and I know that's why.
Well, he's a fine, upstanding Victorian guy.
Yeah, he doesn't need a beard. No, it's just funny because like I usually tend to not like facial hair, but like he looked. I've never seen him without it, so it looks bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks good either way. But it's
how pretty this is. He has this car that he made, and it looks pretty steampunk. Even I mean, I don't know. It's like they're taking regular inventions and kind of steampunking them up a little bit.
See, there's that girl floating.
Yeah.
And there, okay, now that's back to what we were. Yeah, that's back to the beginning of that. All right, let's see. Do you have more? You have a couple more. There's that without the pause button. I still think that looks like Blaster. I'm not sure.
We'll have to check it out. Oh, this
maybe
is
not.
This is kind of the cliffhanger, but then at the same time, if your character's the title character of the book, I don't think ill will is going to come upon him.
I guess we'll have to. I do not know how to use Discord clearly.
That's fine. That was fine.
Yeah. Okay.
That worked out fine. I was just trying to get you to watch a pilot sometime.
No, that's cool. No, I mean, I'm trying to put this back here. I mean, if we have time to do like watch parties, it would be cool to watch it. And I can probably find, because I know you're not finding all the episodes. You could probably find it. The problem is I have a hard time getting in the house in time to have a watch party. It's kind of hard, especially on today. I know you want to watch Nautilus, and it's like I couldn't get in here at 8:30 clearly since I got in here almost 10 o'clock. That's why I was like rushing around.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any way I can do a watch party through the iPad like I've tried before.
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know how to tell you to do it.
Or else I'd be doing them all the time.
No, I get that. I don't know if you can or not. Probably not. You'd have to.
Yeah.
Let me hold on.
Well, it's kind of like StreamYard. I can get to the page where it says I could present something, but it won't let me present it through the iPad. Like I can see what I need to do. I just can't do it on the device that I have.
It says that you can. Now, whether it's because your iPad's too old or you're not doing it right, I don't know.
It might be because it's old. It's about 10 years old.
You can always try it. It's just sometimes with the summer, it's hard for me to get in here early enough to do that. But maybe one day when there's not a lot going on, maybe we'll have an impromptu watch party and try to watch some of them. Try to get.
Yeah, I just try to promote anything that's relatively steampunk because I didn't hear about this, and I thought I'm usually more in the know. So if I didn't know about this, then other people might not know anything about it.
I had heard about it, but I didn't realize it was steampunk. But I should have. But I don't always follow everything, even with I should.
Well, I only think it's steampunk because of the airships, all the inventions, and then I have a picture of the author reading the book, and there's tentacles all over the book, so those are kind of tells, steampunk tropey things to put on the book.
Yeah. It definitely looks like it's, I mean, I think it looks steampunk. I think it looks good.
Yeah, it's really beautiful looking. I mean, all the shots are really well done.
Yeah, and you said it's Hulu?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will check it out at any rate and see what it's like. Although I also have to finish Sandman yet before our next show.
Finish what?
Sandman.
Sandman.
Still have to watch the rest of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to look up episodes to see what graphic novel it was because I got a bunch from the library and then kind of compare and contrast that.
Oh, well, if you can figure that out, you'd have to Google. I sure don't know. That's for sure.
Well, on Wikipedia, the last season they tell you what books they're from because it kind of sometimes they smash a couple plot lines together.
Yeah.
Or they'll take a character and then they'll run them through make a place for them in the plot line of another part of a comic book.
Right, right. Well, they're trying to get them all done in time. I know
Yeah.
I saw an article saying that they actually had, I guess, intended to make a third season. So
Hmm.
part of that about this was always what they intended to be a story wasn't accurate.
Hmm.
So
Well,
unfortunately.
they like probably are just picking the most intriguing stories out of the comic books and using those. And then if there's a
Right.
character they want, they kind of put it in.
Yeah, yeah, they kind of added in. But I really like it, and it's a shame that we're not going to get another season. But I guess
Hmm.
two's better than nothing, right? And we will also get the bonus episode. It
Hmm.
just stinks because a lot of his stories are like really cool, and they're like
Yeah.
up my alley kind of stuff that I like, and I think probably you do too.
Yeah, when I
And
was
we,
a security guard, I told you I got them all from Borders,
yeah,
so I just read them. I read them over and over again, so
right, that's
I
cool,
know a lot of these stories.
right? But I mean, not even just Sandman. I mean, even just like Gaiman stuff is kind of that
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
fantasy. But we're probably never going to get another show of his.
Not the
At least
graveyard book. We're not getting the
at least
graveyard book, everybody.
yeah, at least not at this point in time, unless
No,
it was already optioned. I
it
at
was,
least we're
but they're not.
at
It was
least
to
we're gonna
Disney, and Disney said no, surprisingly.
surprisingly. At least we will
Which,
get a
which
wrap
kind
up.
of sucks because the graveyard book's pretty good. I have a copy of it.
I haven't read it, so I don't know, but I know
Yeah.
people like it. But at least we're gonna get a wrap up to Good Omens. That's something. Have you seen Good Omens?
Yeah. I've seen good. I read the book and I've seen the show, at least the first season on Amazon. Was there more than one
Okay.
season?
Yeah, there's 2 seasons so far, and they're gonna have, I think,
Okay.
like a wrap up movie or something. I don't know.
I'll have to watch the second season. Well, I don't know half the time when things are coming out, and then I'll look and I'll be like, oh, that had another season.
So yeah, you got more to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're
Well, I
obviously
like Terry Pratchett stuff. I'm up for
yeah,
like anything that he's done.
yeah. If they had more Terry Pratchett stuff, that would be the same kind of thing. I
Yeah, yeah.
know. I watched that new Discworld series, but it didn't. I don't know. They didn't. I guess a lot of people didn't like it because it wasn't like the book or whatever, the comic book or whatever.
Hmm.
But I had never read it, so I don't know. But it was okay. Um,
What channel was that on?
I don't
Or
remember. I want to
streaming
say
service?
BBC. I think it was a BBC America, maybe. I don't
Oh,
know. I did an like one small interview for it. So I want to say I think it was BBC America because it was
hmm.
definitely not something I normally covered a lot of. Um, but yeah, that had been out. It was probably a couple years ago, I guess now. And I don't think it was on very long. It didn't do that great, I don't think.
Hmm.
And of course, there's American God. Well, that's not Pratchett. That's Gaiman, American Gods.
American Gods, yeah.
Which I
And
never watched.
Zanzi Boys.
Yeah. Did they ever make anything for Innocent? However you say that, Anansi Boys?
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. I mean, they had Spider. I mean, Orlando Jones played Spider, like Mr. Anansi.
Oh, you mean it was um
Well, it's in both books.
in American Gods? I mean, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
and the sequel
There's
to it.
okay, because I was gonna say there's a book called that he
Yeah.
wrote called, but
Yeah, American Gods got all messed up, and people left, and people got mad, and there's a lot of like drama associated with
yeah,
that.
I don't know. I liked the beginning of it, and then it wasn't great. It wasn't
Yeah.
really my kind of thing. It was too, I don't know. I was gonna say too weird, but I guess his stuff's always weird, so that isn't really the best
Well,
description.
I got excited when they filmed at House on the Rock in Wisconsin, and I've been there. That's pretty cool, and that's
Oh,
mentioned in the book too. It's like a wonder. It's like a cabinet of curiosities place.
oh, that's cool.
It
You know
has a
that
huge it
story?
has a huge merry-go-round in the center of it, and just rooms of all these like kind of artifacts and things.
That's cool. I
I
wish
mean, the only
that
thing I
there.
compare it to would be the Museum of Jurassic Technology, which unfortunately had a fire in its gift shop a few days ago. So I've been trying to write them to see if I can donate money to them because it's my favorite museum I ever was in, and it was in LA. And lucky enough, the people that run the museum also lived there, so they had a fire extinguisher available, and the gift shop was the only thing that burned. But it's a really
Oh,
lovely museum.
that's too bad.
And it's just like the other one, House of the Rock. It's like a collection of all these curiosities, and it's like It's really cool. It's like stepping into another world when you step into that museum because it's all dark with these lighted like displays and stuff. And then they have a Russian tea room on top that you can adopt doves. They have some dove code up there, and it's really cool. And then you can get served tea in a room where it has portraits that were painted of all the dog cosmonauts that went up into space.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's a great place to go.
I was gonna say
My
these are definitely
explaining doesn't do it justice.
No, they're unique places, I'm sure, but it sounds interesting. But when you were talking about the other one, I was thinking like they need to do a lot of fantasy stuff doesn't get made because it's I think hard to make. But there's this
or it's
book,
expensive, like
or
the
it's
Expanse.
expensive. Yeah, but there's this book
Expensive.
series. Yeah, well, they at least what was it? Was it Amazon picked up? Somebody picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Amazon picked it up.
Bezos picked it up because he liked it and he had the cash flow for it.
Yeah, because it was on SciFi and then it was on Prime for a while. Mm-hmm. But I was gonna say, there's this book series I wish they'd make into a show. I think it would be really good. I think it's called Elsewhere. It's called. I don't know. I haven't looked at it in like forever. I could never find. Like I read the whole thing once, and then the only place I ever found it was like in a used bookstore, and I could never find them all. So I tried to find what I could, and I bought a couple of them. And I thought it was called Elsewhere, but I'm looking that up, and that's not coming up. So maybe that's not what it's called. But it's a book. It's kind of like about alternate dimensions. It's also got a lot of, you'd like it. It's got a lot of like gods and things in it. And I don't even remember exactly what it is, but it's by the person who wrote Animorphs, I think. I feel like, or something like that. I don't know. But it's really good. It's like sci-fi fantasy. I don't know. It just seems like it's kind of that kind of thing. Not Elsewhere. Everywhere. Evermore.
Oh.
Ever something.
Everywhere?
Maybe it's Everywhere. Oh, I don't know. It's Everworld, maybe. Everworld. That's what it's called. Everworld. Okay, it's called Everworld. I looked it up. I was right this time.
I think there's something else called Everwhere.
No, this is Everworld. It's by K.A. Applegate. And I think they should make it into a like series or movie. It's like a young adult series. And it's to do with like an alternate dimension and stuff. And they go through all these different places, and there's like fairy tales and gods, and there's like, it's just really cool. It's a good book series. I had read a long time ago. That's okay, Doc. That's okay. It's a good show though, when you eventually get a chance to see it. And then she was talking earlier about Washington Black, which is similar, I guess, maybe similar. I don't know. It's steampunk, not similar story, but steampunk.
It has a jewel. I would say from what I've read, and I can't find a whole lot on the author and a whole lot on the book. It does seem Jules Verne-ish, Burns-esque.
Jules Verne-esque.
Especially the copy she was reading that had the tentacles on. I think, okay, there's going to be some ocean adventures in here too. You know, kind of like Around the World in 80 Days, kind of a feel. You know, it has that. Truly like adventure spirit.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good from what excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah, like the water went down the wrong way.
Oh geez.
It looks good from what you said. I'll have to check it out. I just lately haven't had time to watch a lot of the stuff I'd like to.
Yeah.
So, but I'd like to try to eventually watch it if I can. I'll let you know what I think.
At least it was advertised on the cable. It had a pretty prominent spot on my like cable when I was looking up stuff. So I'm like, good. I hope it gets some. You know, I hope people watch it.
Well, if it's on Hulu, they might. I feel like AMC. A lot of people.
I'm trying to figure out what's on Hulu. What are Hulu shows?
I
think Future Man was on there, but I think Future Man's the only thing that I can think of that was on there.
Yeah. Excuse me. I think it was on there. I don't know. I can't always keep them straight. I'm trying to think what's on there. I mean, a lot of times they air stuff after that was on other networks, but specifically Hulu,
Like
I
their
don't know.
own made shows, like their originals.
Yeah, no, there's good shows on Hulu.
Hmm.
That wasn't that House at the End of the what's it called, at the End of the World? That
Oh,
one that was
Murders at the End of the World?
Murders at the End of the World or whatever, the one that was by the ones who did OA. I think that was Hulu.
Huh. I thought that's the AMC Plus, but then again, so a lot of these, I feel like Disney Plus plays stuff on Hulu, maybe AMC Plus plays stuff on Hulu.
I don't know. I don't know about AMC and Hulu and Disney being connected, but Hulu and Disney definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure this was Hulu. It might have been an FX Hulu thing. Like sometimes they're on FX and then they show up on Hulu. But I'm pretty sure it was Hulu. The other thing that was on Hulu that was good was that Devs that didn't go very long.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. I never got to see that because the commercials and the advertising for it looked really good.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. I can't remember if it had an ending though or not. I can't remember if it ever ended.
Oh, was it canceled before it finished?
I think it got a full season, but it didn't. I mean, it definitely was canceled. Those kind of shows usually are, unfortunately. That's why sometimes when they plan to make them one season, at least you get to see the end,
Yeah. I mean, if I was showrunner, I'd probably plan it out, like at least plan an ending for every season just in case.
Yeah, so would I. Because it thinks you don't get to half the time see the endings, but at least we got some.
Like the OA.
Yeah, like the OA. I want to watch that again. I know I say that every time, but that.
Yeah, but I think they're coming out with graphic novels for the last, like, I guess they wanted it to go 5 seasons. So for the rest of the seasons, or they're going to try to do that and they get garner interest from some streaming service.
Yeah, I had heard before that was a possibility, but I don't know if they ever were able to get the rights back from Netflix. There was like a whole thing where they couldn't
for that so long.
At least. It might be after a certain period of time they can. I don't know.
Yeah,
but the OA is fantastic.
Well, they say the same thing about Nautilus, that Disney still holds rights to it, and they're, whether it gets a second season or not, it's pretty critically acclaimed. It has a pretty high rating, like on Rotten Tomatoes and everything. Right. Whether they're going to do it or not, it might be up to them, or they might just give it to someone else.
I was going to say, sometimes the rating I don't think is the whole thing. You know what I mean? They decide they don't want to make it for whatever reason, and then they don't.
Yeah.
It's weird, but you never know. But yeah, hopefully it'll come back. I don't know. But yeah, Nautilus isn't originally AMC. It was, well, it isn't even originally American for that matter. I mean, it's like.
Well, they did do a Disney film. Like Disney did a film a long time ago with Kirk Douglas in it. That was 20.
Right. I mean this. Yeah, I mean this particular series. It isn't an American series. They picked it up, so that's why they're able to do that. So there could still be a season 2 at some point, I would think. I don't know. It depends who bought the rights.
Yeah. Well, I think they wanted to tie it in because they still have a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride. I remember riding one as a kid at Disney World, but that one was taken out. But it was really cool. You rode in a little sub and you got to see things underwater, and it was really cool.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be fun. Yeah. There wasn't one at Disneyland. That's all I can say.
Yeah, there's never been one at Disneyland.
I remember the Indiana Jones ride. Was that at Disneyland?
I like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
What's that? Is that like Mario? You say Mr. Toad. I'm like, what's Mr. Toad?
No, that's Wind in the Willows. Have you ever read Wind in the Willows?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember.
Where a toad steals a car, and then you go on all these adventures with him, and then at the end of the ride, you get judged, and then the last room you go through is hell, and they have heaters, so it's really hot. It's a great ride.
No, it sounds cool.
Well, hellfire and damnation at the end, but don't steal cars, kids.
It just sounds like it's a kid's thing until you say that. That's funny.
It is. It's a kind of innocent thing. They did a Halloween kind of special with Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, kind of like the cartoon version of it, and then The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And they showed that around Halloween, so I just recorded the whole thing because I like both of those. And
Oh.
the cartoon isn't as like serious. Like he gets judged, but then he just goes off and steals a plane at the end. He doesn't learn from his mistakes.
And that's like the cartoon's based on the ride, or the ride's based on the cartoon.
No, it's all based on Win in the Willows, which is a series of kids books that has like different animals. Like they have
Okay.
Toad, and they have a
You
frog,
were
and they
talking
have a
about those.
badger, and you know,
Right.
like that, like anamorphized animals.
Yeah. I feel like, was there a show or something for Wind in the Willows, or am I getting that mixed up with Willow? Maybe. But I thought there was
Well,
something for
there
Wind
is
in-
Willow, but I mean, there's been different interpretations of and adaptations of Wind in the Willows. It's really popular.
I was gonna say, because I feel like I seen Wind in the Willows like when I was little, but I don't remember anything
Yeah.
about it other than I feel like I've seen it. The title sounds familiar. But yeah, long time ago. All right. Well, anything else? I don't know if anything else steampunk, or I'd tell you that, but
I know many things. But as far as things coming out the last week, Washington Black's the only thing I've known that's come out that I was like, you know, pretty impressed with.
right. We'll have to check it out, and then pretty soon we're going to be trying to figure out when we're doing Wednesday. So
On Thursday.
we got on Thursday. Yeah. Now I think we have enough to fill our plate, but we can try to see if we can at some point watch it, or like if I'm in a day or something. It's gonna probably be like, if I've got to do it, it's probably gonna be like a unscheduled thing. But if you're around and I have time, maybe we'll try to watch some of it. I don't know. I'll see if I can at least watch the pilot elsewhere.
Okay.
But that's
have
weird.
Have you watched the first season?
Wait, now I'm confused. I thought we were talking about Washington Black. Now you're mixing me up. What are you talking?
Oh, I thought you said Wednesday. I thought you said we have
to figure out.
Oh,
Wednesday. Okay, sorry, I'm not with it. Yeah, we'll do the new season when we do watch party, like when we go to that from Librarians. I don't know if we'll have time to do season 1, but unless you'd rather do that, I don't know. I definitely don't think we can do both shows. But we can probably do the new episodes at least.
Well, have you seen season 1 on Wednesday then?
Yes, I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could just do the pilot of Washington Black and see if anybody's interested, because the pilot's really good.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I mean, we could do a rewatch party for Wednesday if anybody's interested in it. I'll probably just do it on my own if anybody's not. If there's nobody that wants to do it.
Yeah, I just don't know if I can be in Discord that often. That's the problem. Do it, but
yeah, that's what I say. I wish I could present things in your watch party. I'd just be destroying things in there. You know, destroying in episodes of Washington Black or episodes of Wednesday. You know, and just you know, if I had to go and do something for a little bit while, come back and change it every hour. You know, say hi to people that are there.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not usually in the house. Otherwise, I'd say I could do that and then leave.
Oh yeah, that's true.
As if I'm outside, I can't do that. But you know, you might want to Google like how to stream this stuff through Discord on your iPad and see. Maybe you can do it and you're not doing it right. I don't know.
The things that I have to press aren't there on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
And they say that they're there. And I'm assuming it's because my iPad's old.
Maybe, because I was gonna say we can do that.
Because they're like, go into this thing and look at this, kind of like when we were in StreamYard, look at this thing that says present, but I don't have it on my iPad.
Yeah, no, I get
it's
that.
It's not on my interface.
What do you play your games on? Because you can stream on like a game system.
I play on the Sony PlayStation and the Nintendo Switch.
Is it a PS4 or a PS5?
PS4, I'm saying. The one that looks like it's from a Kubrick film. The white one. I don't know. They redid the design.
Black, so I don't know. Mine's not black. I don't know. I just wonder. Okay, you can't stream figures. You can't directly stream from a PS4. If it's PS5, you could, but not from a PS4 figures. I don't know. I just was thinking when I was looking.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a good thing to look into.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I don't think it's a PS5. It's pretty. It's a couple years old.
Well, mine it's a few years old too, but mine's a PS5.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to look. But I mean, yeah, like I said, I have no problem coming in and starting something and then like doing other stuff while it's playing. It's just if I'm outside, I can't, be at my computer. That's the issue. So it makes it hard to do the watch parties. But yeah, if you can do it and can get it to work, you're welcome to do that. I don't know, but maybe more people are interested in seeing it. Maybe somebody else has the ability to stream it when I'm not there. I don't know. But if not, maybe we can at least find where it's at, and so that way you can watch it and see the whole thing and not like bits and pieces, because that kind of sucks.
I don't know if I'm going to go up from episode 1 of Washington Black straight to episode 5. So
yeah,
I get a little breather to see if I can't find the missing episodes.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that. You said it's on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well then probably if you get Hulu, you could do it, but you'd have to Hulu. So that kind of.
Yeah, but I'm already getting like Paramount Plus and MGM Plus.
No, I know. Yeah,
I know they have that package deal where you could get like Hulu and Disney and Netflix for $14 a month. But I mean, I gotta put my foot down eventually here.
No, I get that. I just meant that's probably the only place they have it. But I'm surprised that other site doesn't. That it only has certain episodes. But you said it just came out recently, right?
Yeah, on the 23rd.
Then I would say maybe like if you give it a week or so, like maybe those other episodes will show up.
Probably.
It might just be because it's new and that's what they uploaded or whatever.
Yeah.
But
the pilot was, made me want to watch more. Definitely.
Well, that's good. That's good at least to hear that. But
I'll probably try to get the book out of the library if they have a copy.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it's won a lot of awards. I would be surprised if they didn't have a copy of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can probably find it. It's just the question: do they have it? Because if it's a TV series, people might have taken it out.
Yeah, that's what happened with Murderbot. Like I had to get the audiobook because every hard copy of that book was not available.
Yeah, well, people try to get it when it comes out. Just like probably whenever the new series starts on HBO, you probably won't be able to rent Harry Potter. It's like everybody tries to rent the stuff out because people decide they want to read whenever there's new TV shows and movies and stuff.
Or if they're like me and they don't have Netflix and I just read the book of Altered Carbon because I couldn't see the TV series.
Oh, you need to watch it. That's a good series.
Oh, yeah.
That reminds me. I sent you that. Did I send you that link that I told you that there was yeah, that was you. I was gonna say I thought I told you that William Gibson thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the TV Neuromancer has been in developmental hell for decades. They're finally gonna make that.
Yeah, well that's what I read. I mean, whether it's fast or not, I don't know. I think it was.
I mean, it's just been handed from person to person to person through the ages.
Well, a show like that's probably really hard to get made. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But maybe hopefully it'll get made, and I mean that sounds good. I'm sure it'll be a good show. But if it's on Apple, they should be able to do it.
Oh yeah, Apple will pour some money into it. They've poured a lot of money into the Emmys.
Yeah, they have money. So
yeah, I mean the studio was great. I mean all the nominations for that I don't disagree with.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that. Dark Matter's good though. That's coming back soon. That was a good show. All righty. Well, it is 1:30, and I think we're kind of done with Nautilus at least. But yeah, I will see you again on Thursday for Librarians. So yeah, everybody tune in tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern for Fandom Access, and then Thursday at 9:30 we have Watch Party, and then at 11 we have Librarians, the next chapter, and at 1 we have, I'm putting the Discord link in the chat as I'm talking, and then at 1 a.m. we're going to have our Sandman show. If you're not a member of our Discord, please join SciFi Vision Discord, and you can get a copy of our schedule and watch parties and all those good things. So yes. Yeah, and I guess that's about it. Sorry, I'm like I spent too much.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just too much. It's like Livestream
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Sorry,
Yeah.
took me a while.
That's
Let me
okay.
get the right word.
Yeah, you'll get it eventually. You're like me. I can never.
It's overloaded with live streams. That's what I say. I should just hop over on the Institute Mondays with you guys.
Yes, you should.
And we'd have Sunday free.
Well, yeah, they could do that. I kind of think though, I don't know. I like doing it the day it's out though.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I will see everybody tomorrow. I guess tonight. I say tomorrow night, Tuesday night, at 10. But thank you everybody for coming and for listening to us. Appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed our stream. Yeah.
Don't get attacked by starfish, crabs. Anyone? Avoid that.
Yeah, starfish, crab, centipede, gross things.
The abyss.
Yeah, the abyss, exactly. All right, good night.
Bye.